besties, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Liv and we do weekly pick a card videos here every week on this channel. So if you like what you see, definitely be sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and join our high vibrational family so you get notified when we post new videos every single week. And if you are returning, hello, I am so happy you are back. Thank you so much for returning to this wonderful cozy little vibey video here we're doing today. Okay, so we have something so exciting going on. You might already know from the title or the thumbnail, and if you don't, get ready. Okay, it's so exciting. So before I tell you, we are doing an inner child message here today, or a message from your inner child, energies that your inner child kind of needs to know. My whole purpose for this is really just tuning into your inner child and then just gravitating towards that and hearing the messages from them. All right, but with a little bit of spice, if you will, okay, because today we are collaborating with none other than Chloe Taylor. Y'all know her, you love her, and so do I. Excuse me, my throat chakra. Okay, Chloe is absolutely amazing. She is another tarot reader here on YouTube, and she creates absolutely awesome tarot pick a card videos here as well. So definitely check out her channel. Chloe has so much going on right now. She's literally a superstar. Okay, her Patreon is iconic. I'm not even like trying to like whatever, but she posted a Patreon exclusive, I think it's Patreon exclusive, message from your pets. It is the coolest thing I have ever seen. Okay, so her Patreon is popping. It's definitely an awesome thing to check out. She also started selling private tarot readings as well as birth chart readings on her website. Okay, all of her information is going to be linked down below. Chloe is an absolutely amazing person. I am so freaking fortunate to get to call her my friend. I adore her, I love her, and she's just an incredible reader. Like, honestly, Chloe has inspired me in so many ways to create tarot content and is always there for me, and I just absolutely love her, and I could not think of a better person to do this collaboration with, and I am just so freaking excited. Okay, so I just wanted to hype her up for a sec, let you know how awesome she is. I'm sure you already know who she is because so many of you here have come to me from Chloe's channel. All right, we did do a collab quite a while ago. If you have not seen that one, I'll link it in my description as well. But so many of you have come from her channel to here, so I know you already know how amazing and wonderful she is. All right, but it's never too late to hype somebody up. Okay, so Chloe, thank you so much for this awesome collab. I am so excited. I love you. I adore you. And I just think this is going to be so fun. So what we're doing is I am going to be doing a message from your inner child, really tuning into that inner child healing that we need to do. And then on Chloe's channel, she is going to be giving you guys a message from your higher mother. All right. So these readings are definitely each other's counterparts, and they are just so beautifully done together. And I'm so excited about this. So you can either listen to this message first, the inner child, and then go on to the higher mother reading over on Chloe's channel, or you can listen to her reading first and then come back here and listen to the inner child. Really, whichever one you are called to do. All right, so definitely go check hers out. Everything is going to be linked in my description, or you can click right up here. I'm going to put a little tag, and all you have to do is click on this video and it'll take you right to her video as well. All right, I am so excited. I just want to hop right on into this video. So thank you again, Chloe. Before we hop into the pile pick portion of today's video, I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light, where you will get early access to all the videos you see here, lots of fun random bonus content like energy readings or, you know, how-tos on things like that. And you also get a monthly vlog every single month for the whole month prior. So like, for example, the 10th of March got a whole vlog for February, if that makes sense. All right, so I wanted to remind you of that as well. And I also wanted to let you know that I am still offering private readings at www.marinastarot.com, and for the entire month of March 2022, you can get 10% off any service over there with the coupon code GRATEFUL. All right, so definitely check all that out as well. But now, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the pile picks. So like I mentioned, we are doing a message over here on this channel from your inner child, whatever your inner child really needs to hear. I am using these new cards I just recently picked up, and they are called the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. I'm obsessed with them. Y'all already know that all the decks and things I use are going to be linked in the description for you if you are curious, if you want to pick them up yourselves. And I normally do them with the backs facing up, but I was really called to do forward facing readings today, so that's what we're going to do. So for pile number 1, there is this beautiful spirit course that I was called to use for you, as well as the card here, which is number 33. So if the number 33 resonates with you, if that is your lucky number, you can pick based off of that. If you are new to pick-a-cards, I'll get into that in a second, okay, because I forgot to give y'all the spiel. If you are new to pick-a-cards, there is a plethora of ways to pick. You can pick based on the stones you see here, if any of them are calling out to you. You can pick based on the cards here as well. If any of the pictures really resonate with you, if any of the numbers, 33, 3, or 49, if any of those are like your lucky number or you just love them, you can pick that way. All right, the biggest thing I want to get across to you is that you cannot pick wrong. I am setting the intention, I am setting the vibe that everyone who listens to this video, everyone who clicks on this video is meant to receive something from it. So I really just want to get that across. So you cannot pick wrong, okay? Don't put that kind of heavy pressure on yourself. No. If I could give you any piece of advice, it would be to take about 3 grounding deep breaths before picking your pile, and then asking spirit which one you should like kind of gravitate towards. All right, so let's go ahead and read pile number 1's like energy card here. It is let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. All right, this is going to be pile number 1. If the energy message, the card, the number, or the crystal resonating with you, pile number 1 is probably going to be your pick. Pile number 2 is this beautiful blue celestite stone here. And the card you got has one of my favorite animals in the whole world, the orca, and it is number 3, in the light of the moon. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. All right, this is pile number 2. And then pile number 3 is the green calcite stone here. And the card you picked is number 49. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or future. All right, this is number 3's card here. So I'm going to give you some time with some meditation music to kind of chill out and connect to your piles. During this time, ask your guides, you know, which message is meant for me, which message am I meant to hear. We are, again, just as a reminder, tuning into a message from your inner child. If you are in connection with your inner child, you can ask them during this time to speak loudly, clearly into you, so that way you can really gain the you know, clearest insight with them as well. I'm trying to get this stone into a way where y'all can see it, and I'm just struggling. I'm freaking on the struggle bus right now. All right, but you can ask your inner child to come through and show you and speak to you as well, really whatever resonates with you. So I'm going to give you cuties sometimes some meditation music to chill out, vibe out, and pick your pile, and then I will see you for your pile pick. Pile number 1 with the beautiful spirit quartz stone here and the beautiful jellyfish. All right, jellyfish are one of my favorite animals as well. If I'm being fully honest with you, I am an aquatic creature girl. So most aquatic creatures do have a very special place in my heart, but jellyfish do rank pretty high on my list, okay? Let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. So right off the bat, when we're tuning in into our inner child and we're talking about that energy, I'm definitely tuning into a pile that has maybe felt really suppressed in your life. Maybe when you were younger or when you were a child, you felt like you couldn't really be your full unique self. Maybe when you were your unique self, people kind of shamed that, maybe especially parents. Maybe you were always told to kind of try to fit in better. Why do you have to stand out so much? All right. And this is the energy of tuning back to who you were when you were a little kid, before the world or the parents or the family or the friends at school or the teachers or whoever really shoved you into a box. Who were you? All right. What did you enjoy doing? What were your interests? What did make your personality shine through? And start to engage in those activities again. All right. I feel like it's so hard because I know, like, I know my brain is all over the place right now, okay? But what I'm trying to say is, like, I know it can be hard because when we are a little child, when we are an inner child, or when we're like a kid or something like that, it is so common to hear things like, get your head out of the sky, be more realistic, those dreams are impractical, those dreams are irrational, stop thinking that way, you know, get over it, get a real job, whatever it looks like. And that can really start to take all these aspects of our personality and kind of take them apart and then put them into this box where they're kind of closed off and taken away from us. But Spirit is saying it's time to bring those sides of you back out. All right, my third eye is kind of going crazy right now, but in a very weird location on my body. Okay, so if that is you, Spirit is saying, wake up, babe. Okay, you are ready to bring these aspects of yourself out and into the world. Let your personality shine through. Let who you truly are shine through. Good of all harm to none, okay? But let who you truly are shine through and shine loud, because who you are at the core of your being is beautiful and magnetizing and amazing and wonderful. And it's okay to be silly. It's okay to have that childlike energy. Honestly, I feel like for some reason, there is like this stigma around needing to, when you are an adult, needing to be mature all of the time, okay? So if you're listening to this and you feel like you have to be this mature person constantly, just know that that is simply not true, okay? And it's actually really healthy to allow your inner child to come out. Allow your inner child, your uniqueness, your silliness, your quirks to come through and shine bright. This is a little side story, so if you don't want to hear this, skip ahead 30 seconds. But just yesterday, I went to the swimming pool with my wife, and so many times I think to myself, like, oh, I just need to like be an adult, be grown up, all right? Let me just swim laps and be very mature. And there's literally nothing wrong with that. But there's also something so fun about putting on those big chonky goggles and pretending to be a mermaid and finding gems in the bottom of the pool, and, you know, allowing that part of your uniqueness, allowing that part of your inner child to really shine through. So if there was something that really brought you a lot of joy as a kid that maybe you stopped doing because you felt like, you know, it's just not very adult-like, it's time to kind of re-engage in those activities. Again, good of all harm to none. Okay, I'm not saying to go like burn bugs with a magnifying glass once you realize maybe that's a little bit inhumane. Okay, but like whatever it looked like for you, dancing like nobody's watching in the kitchen, or when you go swimming, playing like mermaids and sharks, or whatever it looks like. So let's go ahead and get some additional messages here. I am being called to pull some more Whispers of the Ocean cards here. So let's go ahead and see. Spirit, what do we have to say for our beautiful pile number 1 with our Spirit Quartz card here? A message from our inner child. Spirit, what do we have to say? We got the jellyfish showing up right away. What other messages do we have to hear, okay? I forgot to let y'all know as well, I should have said this in the intro, I am going to do an affirmation at the end of each pile today, and then I'm going to burn it. Burning bay leaves is a very powerful way of kind of bringing something into fruition. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to, throughout this reading, kind of let an affirmation come to me. I've already opened my mind to it. And whenever one comes my way, I'm going to write it down. And then at the very end of your reading, we're going to burn it together. All right, Spirit, what else do you have to say for our beautiful pile number 1 with the Spirit Quartz? All right, the first card you got here is rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationships. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. Okay, basically echoing what we were already saying there with the let your personality shine. Engage more in those things that like really just wake you up and make you feel so good about being alive with no judgment. Again, good of all harm to none, but looking at the things that really make you happy with no judgment. If coloring in a, you know, child's coloring book while eating, you know, your favorite chocolate cake while watching a Disney movie is what makes you happy, do that without shame, okay? Without shame, without judgment. If, you know, roller skating around makes you happy, do so without judgment. If jumping into a pool and swimming like a mermaid makes you happy, do so without judgment. If singing at the top top of your lungs in your home while cooking or baking makes you happy, do so without judgment. If puddle jumping makes you happy, you know what I'm saying? Like, what were those things that made you happy and really kind of helped you feel alive? Do more of that, because that is going to lead you to connecting with your passion, and your passions are so important. All right, I feel like so often we kind of grow up and we grow out, right? Sometimes we grow up and we grow out of our passions. We kind of fall into line of what our parents said we should do, society said we should do, what we thought was expected of us, and things like that. But right now, Spirit is saying it's really time for you to also focus on your passions. And even if it's not like for your job, even if it's just like finding out your passions and doing them on the side, okay? I think it's something that's really important to remember, that a lot of times there's like a very big trend right now of making your passions your job, which is not at all a bad thing. You know, I have done that, and I think it's a very common thing to do, and I think it's beautiful if that's what works for you. But I also don't want to put any shame around having a 9-to-5 job that you are okay with or maybe even like, but it's not your passion, and then embracing all of your passions outside of work. I don't think that that is a bad thing either, okay? Small tangent, but I wanted to talk about that. But it is time to rediscover your passions. It's time to rediscover the feeling for, I love to learn, I love to discover, I love to try new things. All right, try new things. If Spirit is telling you something specifically, so if Spirit gives you like a little teaser of something that you should embrace in, or a little movie you should watch, or let me give you an example. Lately, my wife and I have been obsessed with rewatching My Hero Academia, and you know, maybe that's not very grown up of us or very mature of us, but we don't care because Spirit told us to watch it. We listen, and it's bringing about all these passions that we kind of forgot about. And it's reawakening so much of us, if I'm being honest with you. So follow your little intuition, follow your little, it's not little, but I'm saying like it might be little feelings. It might seem like little feelings. Follow those because they're going to lead to great discovery. And then you've got single-mindedness, number 14. Choose your own path and what is best suited for you. Very much breaking out of, you know, maybe family cycles, paternal influence, things like that. If you are someone who has been called to break the family chain, this is definitely your pile, straight up, okay? But in general, when we are a little kid, when we are a child, it is very, very, very common, unfortunately, to be kind of shoved into line. Like I've been saying with the let your personality shine. If you've been shoved into line, it's hard to let your personality be. It's hard to let your personality shine when you're just trying to blend in. The very, very, very popular quote, I'm not breaking any record. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm not, I don't know. My brain is glitching. The very popular and common quote that you're not born, or why try to fit in when you're born to stand out, is the quote that's coming to my head. Why try to fit in? Why try to be in this flow when you were born to stand out? Why shove yourself in a box when you are meant to be this glorious, bright, magnet, bright light? Like, you are so beautiful and magnetizing, and that's the word that keeps coming to my head for you. Pile number 1 is magnetizing, and that's honestly how I feel when I look at this picture here with a jellyfish or even your crystal. Like, I feel drawn, I feel attracted to that energy. So why try to fit in? Why try to dull your personality when you were made to stand out? And if it leads back to, you know, messages, thoughts, feelings, etc. that you were given, you were told as an inner child, let's release that, okay? You are deserving of your unique beauty. You are deserving of being unique, powerful. You are allowed to break that chain. That's a loud message I'm getting for you, pile number 1, is the allowance, okay? If no one has told you, if you've never heard this before, maybe you've heard it a bunch and I'm just a broken record. Either way, I want to be the one. I want to also be the one to tell you right now, you're allowed to be yourself. You're allowed to not fall in line with what your parents say you should do. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to learn. You're allowed to grow on your own. You're allowed to discover. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to be who you've always wanted to be on your own. You are allowed to be your own person. That's something that I'm also recently discovering with myself, is that I'm allowed to be my own person and have my own thoughts and my own beliefs, my own desires outside of what I was, you know, maybe conditioned to think as a child and things like that. And it's just really important to have those realizations. So if your inner child was one that was suppressed, quieted, told to kind of get in line, Spirit is saying, let them out of that line, okay? Let them out of that line and roam free. Let them out of the box we may have accidentally put them in, or allow them to go into by listening to other people, whatever it looks like for you. My left ear just lost like all hearing, okay? So definitely tune into that as well if that's resonating with you. What we're going to do next is go in with some tarot cards just to gain some clear insight here. Spirit, what do we have to say for our beautiful pile number 1 with our spirit cords? A message from our inner child. Spirit, what else do we have to say? Message from our inner child. We are open. We are welcoming to receiving. Yes, please. All right. What else do we need to hear? What else do we have to say? All right. We got the Page of Pentacles. Then you got some flyers. Let's see. Okay. We got the 9 of Swords. We got the Fool. And we got the 9 of Wands. Okay, we got 2 9s here, popping up and showing out. I think you got 40. Okay, 40, not 49. Someone, I think, got 49 at some point. All right, let's go ahead and see if there are any other cards here, Spirit. Any other messages for our beautiful pile number 1. What do we have to say? What do we need to know about our inner child? What ways do we need to kind of nourish this connection with them, etc.? All right, let's see. Okay, we got the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and then we also got the Devil here. I'm going to put the Devil up here because I'm just going to be full honest with you right now. I'm not super resonating with that card. What I'm resonating with, true and true, is the visual. So that's what we're going to lean into, which is why I'm putting it up there. And then the bottom of the deck energy you got here is the Star. So I'm going to find a way to put this on here as well. Give me 1 second to line this all up and I'll be right back. All right, y'all got quite a few tarot cards. So let's go ahead and hop into this. Before we go into I'm going to address the devil in the room. No, okay. Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm not really resonating with the message of this card for pile number 1, but I am resonating with the visual. So if you can see here, it is a little mermaid here stuck in this cage, feeling so incredibly trapped, feeling stuck, feeling like you can't get out. This is how I was feeling for you, pile number 1. It's how maybe you feel, or maybe how you did feel as a child, and it feels like it's hard to kind of break that mentality, because truth be told, how we felt as a child really does have an effect on how we kind of live and act as an adult. For example, if you were told that you're never going to amount to anything as a kid, sometimes that can manifest in how we walk, how we carry ourselves into our adult years. So if you felt trapped as a kid, that can manifest into feeling trapped in a workplace, feeling trapped in a relationship, feeling trapped in, you know, the way you are able to express yourself. And now Spirit is saying it's time to break out of that cage, pile number 1. It is time to break out of this either cage that you have literally put, not literally, but a cage that you've like maybe put yourself in, or one that you feel like others have put you in. It's time to break free of that and let yourself be, because you are so glorious and you deserve to be happy, and Spirit wants you to know that in this moment. I'm going to tune into the 9 of Wands, not 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords here as well. I know I'm hopping all over the place, so bear with me, all right? Spirit speaking out of order today, or maybe I put them out of order, and Spirit speaking perfectly fine and in order. But with the 9 of Swords here, this kind of gives me that same vibe of the devil, which is why I'm talking about it at the same time. The 9 of Swords definitely lies heavy in feeling, you know, maybe like if you can tell on the picture, there is someone that kind of feels like they're going through a lot right now in their mental headspace. The 9 of Swords can represent mental burnout, feeling really trapped and stuck and burdened as well, and just feeling overwhelmed. And especially with the depiction of these cards here, these are the Mermaid Tarot. If you want to pick them up, as always, I will link everything in my deck below. But the way it's depicted on this deck is so different than many, and there is a person that's camping up here, and then a siren that's kind of like coming and shrieking, which is why the person feels like he can't get any sleep. And the energy behind this card from this deck specifically is feeling like you are so stuck in like a mental cycle, and that's really what I'm seeing for you, pile number 1. If you feel like every time you try to break the cycle, every time you try to step out of the norm, or step out of the norm or your norm, every time you try to dress a certain way or speak up for yourself or allow yourself to be creative, maybe it feels like someone immediately smacks you back down, and that can lead us to feeling really, really trapped and just all done, like all done. And Spirit is saying allow yourself to rest throughout this healing. Very loud message for you, because I do feel this urgency and this desire to allow yourself to be who you've always wanted to be. But I think something that's important to talk about is that we often hear these things in readings, right? Like, be who you always wanted to be, express yourself, get out there, like allow yourself to shine. But what we don't talk about is that it's not the easiest thing in the world, okay? It's not the easiest thing in the world to change who we have been for years and years and years. It's not the easiest thing in the world to just let go of old thought patterns, let go of things that did not serve us. Like, it's not easy. And I'm here to tell you that that's okay. Allow yourself to rest through those rough periods and allow yourself to gain the strength through the high periods. All right, go in the flow of the way Spirit is taking you. If you have a moment where you feel trapped and stuck and overwhelmed and burnt out, allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to take a nap. Allow yourself to replenish your energy. Do some grounding, do some centering, do some energy clearing, and get centered with yourself so you can continue on this journey, but allow yourself to go through the ups and the downs in which life takes you. You got the 10 of Cups here. This shows me that maybe when you were a child, you really hope to kind of have this big family energy. This could be a very specific message I'm tuning into here, but when we see the 10 of Cups, especially in this depiction as well, it always represents like one big happy family. And maybe this is something you always imagined or you dreamed of as a kid, and it wasn't something that you ever really received, whether not as a child or not in your adult years, whatever. And I feel this longing to have that. Something I want to remind you of is that, first of all, you are deserving of those desires. You are deserving of a big happy family that loves and supports you and cares about you and benefits you. Like, you are deserving of that. And as a reminder, you can have that here and now, even if you're not married, even if you're not seeing someone, because family doesn't have to be blood. And that's very important to remember. Even in this card, there's different races, there's different, you know, generations on this card as well. Like, it does not have to be a family between, you know, mom and father, or children, or they, them, or like whoever it is for you. It could be found family, and you can find that community, you can find that bond, and you can find that friendship throughout your found family as well. You can also find it throughout your spiritual family. However, if you are desiring that big happy family energy that you are kind of missing and craving, Spirit is giving me the message that once you allow your light to shine, that's also going to gravitate towards you. Because imagine, like, so I'm kind of seeing like a light being snuffed out, right? So if you had a light that's been snuffed out for so long, it's hard for people to find you, right? There's no light that's gravitating it towards them. However, if you put the light back in your sky, if you ignite your burning, beautiful, passionate flame again, if you allow yourself to be who you've always wanted to be, good of all, harm to none, now your light's burning. Now you're shining bright. People can see you. They can find you. They can gravitate towards you. And this is just a reminder that you do deserve that energy. The Knight of Pentacles here, when it comes to finding out your zeal, rediscovering your learning, exploration, your spirituality, all of that good jazz. The Knight of Pentacles here is highly just kind of echoing that card. The Knight of Pentacles, and this card specifically, has like a little journal and a pen, which we love. And they are just showing that this is a time to kind of sit back and learn. So what I'm being called to tell you is, if you've been called in any way, shape, or form to do inner child healing, inner child meditations, you know, workshops in painting, if that's something you're interested in, what you're passionate about, a cooking class, an improv class, a swimming class, like literally anything that ignites you. If you had, you know, a sport you really liked doing as a kid, but you stopped when you grew up, joining a little, you know, sports class, or doing some online from YouTube, like whatever it looks like for you, be open to learning, be opening to rediscovery, because it's not like it might be something completely foreign to you, but I am getting that rediscovery, right? You're rediscovering these passions, you're rediscovering your desires, and that's what Spirit really wants you to focus on. The Fool is saying you can freaking do this, okay? The Fool is saying, I know this is scary. I know it is hard to break out of this cycle of going with the current, but you are so mother effing deserving, okay? You are so deserving of breaking out and breaking free. So go for it. Take the leap and Spirit will catch you. Nine of Wands here is showing again that it might not be the easiest transition, but don't give up. All right, when you break the current, it doesn't mean that everyone's going to be happy with you. You know, people might be like, what the heck? That's stupid. You think you can be successful doing that? You think that anyone's going to like you doing that? You might get those naysayers, especially familial. All right, but Spirit is saying focus on yourself, separate yourself from the energies that do not serve you, and keep going and keep growing, because this is something that is so important, is to heal this energy of allowing your light to shine back into your life. And so Spirit is saying go for it, take that leap of faith, but don't give up when it gets a little hot and heavy, okay? That sounds inappropriate. When it gets a little like hot and maybe a little hard to deal with, Spirit is saying again, allow yourself to go through those emotions, rest when need be, but don't give up. The Queen of Pentacles coming in here, yes, maternally loving, giving energy. Please, please, please remother yourself. Go listen to Chloe's video, okay? The Queen of Pentacles in this deck specifically and I mean in most decks, but the Queen of Pentacles and the one I'm reading here is a very giving, nurturing, motherly energy. All right, and that is what all, like, this is a great segue. I'm not saying right now, finish this reading first if you want, but definitely go listen to Chloe's energy. I mean, Chloe's reading on the higher mother energy, because this is so important. You might have some maternal energy that needs to be healed. You might have some maternal drama that needs to be healed. Maybe not a birth maternal, but maybe someone that had a very maternal figure in your life, and that energy needs to be healed. Maybe you need to learn how to remother yourself, re-nurture yourself, things that are incredibly important but go kind of forgotten oftentimes. So if you are called to re-nurture yourself, if you are called to remother yourself, look into it. Again, look into it. Do some educational courses, do some video research. There is one person here on YouTube as well called Christina Lopez. She calls herself the Heart Alchemist. She has so many good videos on like inner child healing, just like kind of addressing trauma that happened in the past and allowing yourself to heal from it. If you're called to that as well, I'll link some of her videos in the description. I think I already do under inner child resources, so definitely check her out. But the Queen of Pentacles just gives you that maternal energy, and so if that's what's resonating with you, definitely be sure to go listen to Chloe's video as well, because I feel like there might be a part of you that's desiring that comfortness. You're desiring that stability. Maybe you were someone that didn't have a lot of financial stability as a child, and you're craving that financial stability now. And I believe that this energy, as well as Chloe's reading, is going to help you kind of find out that you can remother yourself in the way of creating that comfortness and creating that stability for yourself as an adult while also healing your inner child. The bottom of the deck energy that you got here is the Star. The Star is one of my favorite cards because she does represent the energy of Aquarius, okay? I mean, the sign of Aquarius. So I might have some Aquarius babes here. What better card to have when we got the freaking jellyfish here? Let your personality shine. The Star is all about coming into your own. The Star is all about coming into your own beauty, your own power, your own light. Spirit is saying, like, so freaking loud, let your light shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Okay, I know that might be is that a religious song? I actually don't know. Ooh, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have sang that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, make it non-religious. This little mind of mine, my passion, my drive, my energy, my purpose, the things that make me happy, my unique personality, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine, 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 shine so bright. Put glasses on if it's too bright for you. Okay, if it's too bright, don't tell me to dim down. Put on some dang glasses, because I am exactly who I'm meant to be. I am exactly who I'm meant to be, and I'm already there, okay? I am already there. Spirit, what other messages do we have to say? The last cards I'm going to use today are the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards. Then we're going to go into the bay leaf burning, and I'm also called to do a little bit of a book divination with you using Rebecca Black's Work Your Light Oracle, or not Work Your Light, Light is the New Black. Sorry, I have it on the floor next to me. But first we're going to go in with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards here. Spirit, what additional messages do we have to say for our glorious, beautiful, wonderful, high vibrational and powerful pile number 1? What else do we need to know, Spirit? Okay, Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. Number 44. Absolutely. This is definitely, sorry about that. That was my ring. This is definitely going into the 9 of Swords and the Devil energy that we were tuning into. Oh, I have to sneeze. Oh, y'all are getting energy movement. We love to freaking see that, okay? Energy is moving and flowing through us, pile number 1. All right, every hurricane comes to an end. You do not have to be stuck in this cycle forever. You are deserving of breaking free. You are deserving of being around people who love and support you, period. Thorn, weave together the crown you deserve. Not me about to mother freaking cry on y'all. Didn't you get another number 14? I cannot remember. Weave together the crown that you deserve. You know what? That's it. I got your affirmation here. You are deserving. Except I'm going to write I am deserving, because I want this to be for you. And so I'm going to write in the, you know, the energy of you. I'm going to get this. I'm going to do this in a second because I don't want to forget the energy I'm going on. But I am deserving. Say it with me, pile number 1. I am deserving. I am deserving of people, friends who love and support my energy. I'm worthy of people and friends who don't try to shut my light off, but say, let your light mother freaking shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All right, if that is religious, I'm sorry. Okay, but I'm not not tuning into the religious energy of it. I'm tuning into the literalness of letting your energy shine. Weave together the crowns you deserve and surround yourself with the people in life. Surround yourself with the friends who can be there and support you. If you have somebody in your life that just makes you feel like you can be as bright as you want to be, who helps you nourish your inner child, who helps brings out your inner child, who helps you be silly and goofy and let down those guards, spend more time with them. Prioritize those friendships in your life because they are worthwhile. All right, so don't take those for granted. Don't take those for granted at all. They are beautiful, they are wonderful, and they are magnetic, and spend more time around them because they want to help you kind of heal that energy as well. And to be honest, you being around them is just as healing as them being around you, okay? So you all are healing each other, you are celebrating each other and uplifting each other. So spend more time around those people and understand that you deserve to be around people who love you. If you don't have anyone in your life right now who you can think of that makes you feel that way, please know that they are coming. They are coming and they are on their way to you because you are in the headspace of receiving. And when we are in the headspace of receiving and knowing our freaking worth, Spirit says, let me give this to you. Let me deliver this to you. Now you see your worth. Now you know who you are truly deserving of having in your life. Now we can send the high vibe people to your life. Okay, I am deserving. I am deserving. Any other messages here? Gold, you don't need someone else to fix you. Okay, abso-freaking-toodly-fruitily-lootly. Just going off of what I just said just now, I may have tuned into some people who thought that maybe that meant that, oh my gosh, I can't be fixed, I can't be healed until, you know, these people come into my life, which is kind of why I gave that additional message of just as much as you being around them or them being around you helps you, you being around them, or sorry, why can I not word this? As much as you being around them helps you, them being around you is also just as healing. So you don't need somebody else to fix you. You don't need to be around them. Being around them is glorious and wonderful and so freaking beautiful, and you deserve to have those people in your life, but you don't need them to fix you because you are stronger enough. You are strong enough on your own. You are powerful enough on your own. You don't need somebody to fix you, but prioritize those friends who support you along your own healing journey. All right, fix yourself. And let me rephrase, okay? Because I don't want you to think when I'm saying fix you means that there's anything wrong with you, because there's not. Fixing you does not mean that you are broken. Fixing you does not mean that there's anything wrong with you. But if fixing you, when I'm saying that, and I want to take away that wording because that's really not the energy I'm trying to get at here. More of like, you don't need anyone to, you know, do the work you want to put in for yourself for you, because you deserve to put it in towards yourself, right? You deserve to put the energy towards yourself. You deserve to love yourself. You deserve to prioritize yourself. You deserve to heal the wounds that need to be healed. You deserve to remother yourself, re-nurture yourself, connect with yourself. You don't need anybody to do that for you because you are enough on your own. You are powerful enough on your own, okay? You can do this. You are doing it and you will do it because you deserve it. You deserve to be healed. You deserve to feel amazing. Those are the wrong cards. Weird. Okay. Any other messages here, Spirit? All right. The last card we got today. Let's see. Any other messages for our beautiful pile number 1 with our Spirit Quartz card here? Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages for our beautiful pile number 1? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm literally gonna cry right now. What? Paint the sun back into your sky, number 11. All right, paint the sun back into your sky. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, period. Oh my God, pile number 1. Not y'all getting me in my freaking feels. Paint the sun back into your sky. You are deserving of being your true self. You are deserving of being your authentic self, wearing what you want, dressing how you want, liking who you want, dating who you want, being who you want, painting silly things if that's what makes you happy, or, you know, doing paper mache. It's gross, it's icky, it's messy, it's fun. Okay, it's fun. Going puddle jumping and then taking a crap ton of vitamin C so you don't get sick. It's fun. Swimming in the pool and pretending like you're a mermaid. It's fun, you know, making flower crowns like you used to do as kids. It doesn't matter if you feel like it's an efficient use of your time because it's not making X amount of money. This is for you. This is for you to heal your energy and your own inner child because you deserve it. Where's my pen? I need to get this written down. I am deserving. Hold on. Y'all just came in here and made me cry. Okay, pile number 1. Let me write this down for y'all real quick before I forget. I guess I should write it so you can also see it. I am, okay, new pen. I'm sorry, I did not prepare properly. I am deserving. And then on the back, just so we don't get confused, I'm going to remind us, what are we deserving of? Love, happiness, joy, authenticity. All right, I wrote it down just because I could see somebody being like, I am deserving of absolute garbage. No, no, we're not doing that today, okay? I am deserving of what? Of love, happiness, joy, and authenticity. All right, I am going to burn this. Before I do, because I have to clear like the whole stage for that, we are going to do a little bit of a book divination for you real quick. So I am going to be using the Light is a New Black by Rebecca Campbell. I love this book and this author, and just all of her work is honestly amazing. So let's go ahead and tune in. Spirit, pile number 1, our glorious, beautiful, authentic, unique pile number 1. Spirit, please give us a message. I'm trying to figure out a way to do this. All right, let's see. Are you literally kidding? I hope y'all see that. It says, when did you stop being you? Babies aren't, I'm gonna cry. I'm going to cry and spit because I'm like overwhelmed. Babies aren't afraid to shine their light, and it's the reason why we can't take our eyes off of them. However, as life goes on, we experience things that eventually lead us to retract or alter the way we show ourselves to the world, usually based on a belief that something must be wrong with us. We lose contact with the authentic spirit within us, which has been carefully sculpted over lifetimes, and keep our authentic light under a bushel. Oh my God. Okay, I'm sorry for that like really dramatic reaction, but y'all know the song, right? Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine. That's literally the song I was singing. Hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Literally so synchronistic. Okay. Think back to your childhood. What experiences can you remember that caused you to believe that something was wrong with you, or your authentic self was not enough? How old were you? What happened? How did it make you feel? Ask that younger version of you what they needed to hear to feel loved and supported, all right? That cannot get any more clear. I just want y'all to see that I'm not blowing smoke up your keister. It's literally what it says right here. Oh my gosh, what a crazy freaking synchronicity. Okay. Pile number 1, I am going to clear the stage, get the burn bowl ready, and we are claiming this deservingness. We are claiming our authenticity. We are claiming our uniqueness because we deserve it, all right? I'm going to clear this. I'll be right back. All right, my voice or my audio might sound a little bit different because I am standing up now, and thanks to you cuties, I have burned many bay leaves here before, but thanks to you, I have learned to use tweezers. So thank you so much for all those recommendations. I don't know why it took me so long to do that. So if you are practicing this at home, just please, please, please practice this safely and carefully. This is a burn bowl. If you are going to do this at home or in a closed area, I would highly recommend one. All right, don't let smoke come for y'all. I'm serious. Okay, what is so powerful about bay leaves and burning them is that bay leaves, oh man, I got this marker on my hand and on my finger. Chaos. Bay leaves are really good about bringing something into fruition. So when you write on something or blow all your intention in it and then burn it, it is like claiming it to the universe. So what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to say this 3 times, and I would highly recommend you saying it with me, just so we attract the energy to you, okay? I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving of love, happiness, joy, and authenticity. I am deserving of love, happiness, joy, and authenticity. I am deserving of love, happiness, joy, and authenticity. And so it is. All right. Now I'm going to burn this. I've never used tweezers with it before, so this is like first time for everything. Let's go ahead and claim this into our existence here. During this time, you can just repeat after me or say your own things. I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving of love, happiness, success, and authenticity. I am deserving of joy, happiness, truthfulness, uniqueness. I am deserving of shining my light and shining it so freaking bright. I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving of being treated with kindness and respect. I am deserving of love, regardless of how I identify. I am deserving of beauty, kindness, strength, and authenticity. I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving. I am deserving. Pile number 1, you are so worthy. You are so amazing. You are so powerful, and you are so magnetizing. All right, pile number 1, while that finishes burning out, I just wanted to kind of close off this video here. I wanted to remind y'all to please be sure to go ahead and head over to Chloe's channel and watch her video. It will be linked in my description for you to check out, or you can head over to her channel and let her know that I sent you. I am so freaking excited about this collaboration. Chloe, you are a star, you are amazing, and I just adore you. Thank you so much for collaborating with me. This is so fun. So definitely be sure to go over to her channel and listen to her higher mother reading for you over there as well. All right, pile number 1. As a reminder, I wanted to let y'all know that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. I do accept private tarot readings at www.marinastarot.com. And again, for the entire month of March 2022, I'm offering 10% off using the coupon code GRATEFUL for all of my services over there. I also do accept tips, donations, and gratuities on this channel at Venmo, PayPal, and Cashapp, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. And because so many of you cuties asked about it, I did go ahead and reopen my Amazon wish list. I don't know why I did this. It's not going to be here. It's going to be in the description for you. If you are interested and want to check that out, by all means do so, but please, again, no, it is not required. It is not expected. Just receive with so much joy, love, and gratitude. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this helped bring some clarity to you. I hope this helped heal any kind of inner child energy you were seeking to gain from today's reading. And please, please, please go watch Chloe's video and let her know I sent you. I love you. I adore you. Thank you so much for being a part of this wonderful, amazing family. What was I gonna say? As always, make sure to show where there's love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I will see you for my next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2 with the gorgeous Orca in the full moon. Okay, listen, I already told y'all that aquatic sea creatures are my vibe. Orcas are my top tier. Okay, orcas are my favorite animal of all time. I love them. I adore them. So if you picked this pile, y'all are my people, okay? Like, I love orcas and I love this pile. So let's go ahead and take a look. Again, this is the stone you picked. You guys chose the blue celestite stone here. And we got number 3, in the light of the moon. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. Interesting, pile number 2. All right, so we're tuning into our inner child vibe. We're tuning into all that energy. What this is saying is that there might be some parts of your inner child, or maybe inner child memories, that have maybe been a little bit blocked off or suppressed. And oftentimes that happens in a form of like protection. If we, don't want to think about something, or if something does not serve us, our mind has a very beautiful way of just kind of blocking it off, and then we don't have to think about it or deal with it, which I totally understand. And it doesn't even have to be like big traumas that make that happen, right? Like, so say for example, you're really, really close with someone in your family and you love them and they're your best friend, but when you really look at it with a, without the rose-colored glasses on, maybe they said something to you at one point in your life that really has affected the way you go about your day-to-day life. And it's not saying that that person is not wonderful. It's not saying that they are not valid or beautiful or amazing on their own. And it's not even saying that you can't like them or be friends with them, but it's just kind of addressing that energy of what was said and how it's affected you in your day-to-day life, so that you can kind of move forward and move past that. So what we're going to do is get some extra clarifying energy here from Spirit to kind of figure out what this is about. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Spirit, can we please get some greater clarification for our beautiful pile number 2, blue celestite here? What do we need to know? What do we need to hear? We are tuning into our inner child, Spirit. Please speak loudly to us, clearly, and through us. All right, absolutely. Yes, please. What do we have to say for our beautiful pile number 2 with our blue celestite, our gorgeous orca here? Enjoy the journey, number 21. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future. Interesting vibes, okay? Because we were just talking about the full moon. So what Spirit is showing me here with the number 21 is really about finding balance. That's a really loud message for you, pile number 2, is finding the balance, because I do believe that going through kind of like in the light of the moon energy and going through this kind of acknowledgement, I guess you could say, shining the light on, you know, things we have not been addressing can really bring up some murky shit, okay? And sometimes things we don't want to look at, hear, or see, or listen to. So we can really kind of either suppress that, or even sometimes we can spiral. So I really feel like what Spirit is saying is like, when you are going through this awakening, when you are going through this, because for some reason that's the word that's coming to my head for you, pile 2, is awakening. I feel like y'all are already aware of certain things. I feel like you are already aware of certain things that are going on in your life. Maybe you have a big move coming up. Maybe you've already recently gone through a move, and maybe it brought about new fears, new worries, new concerns, new desires, even new emotions that you had not yet experienced or expressed, and it kind of caught you by surprise. I do believe that those kind of relate back to your inner child as well. So it's just kind of asking yourself those questions. If a fear does arise, why do I have this fear and where does it stem from? And looking at it head on, and then kind of moving past it and like being okay with that, and being kind to your inner child as well. I'm reading this beautiful book right now. It is called The Witch's Guide to Self-Care. Actually, one of my amazing subscribers gifted it to me, and they say something in this book about looking and talking to yourself like a child, and that's what I'm being kind of told to remind you right now. If something hurts, you don't say get over it, right? Maybe some people have said that to you, but instead say, does that hurt? It looks like it hurt. I'm so sorry you are hurting. I understand your pain, but hey, let's go get some ice cream. Or hey, did you see that beautiful butterfly? Or hey, did you see that dolphin swimming in the sea? All right, acknowledge your pain, acknowledge your fear, see it, and then continue to flow through the emotions of that by either, you know, looking at a higher vibrational energy like a dolphin or something, or kind of moving past that. So when these things do arise, remember to kind of enjoy the energy as it comes, because it's not always going to be super high vibrational and happy, but that's okay as well. It's about allowing those emotions to come when they do and moving past them and moving through them. Also, I'm so sorry, I got marker on my hands from pile number 1 because I forgot to mention this. We are going to do a bay leaf burning at the end of your reading. What I do is I'm going to kind of open myself up from Spirit and to allow an affirmation to come to my head. I was really called to do affirmations with y'all today, and then I'm going to write it on a bay leaf for you and then burn it, because what that does is it helps really bring it into fruition and into reality for you. So I was using marker for the last pile and got it all over my hands. So I do feel like there's a lot of changes going on in your life right now, whether it is career, relationship, home, like maybe you switched homes lately, and it might just be bringing up a lot of different emotions. When those emotions rise, again, just kind of go through it, flow through it. And I think it is a good energy to not stay focused in the past, because sometimes when these things happen, it does bring up certain past memories, and it can be really easy to kind of live in the past, right? Live in the past is something that I think a lot of us do, and something I've been working really hard on not doing this year in 2022 is often to be like, oh man, look how good I looked in 2016. Oh man, I have to get back to that. I have to get back to looking like that. But newsflash, I'm never going to look like what I looked like in 2016, because that was 6 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, oh my God, that was 6 years ago. Oh, that just caught me by surprise for a second. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you're never going to be who you were in 2016 because it was 6 years ago. And there's something so beautiful about that, because you're growing and you're moving along the journey, which is so freaking beautiful. So instead of kind of comparing yourself to who you were in the past and wanting to get back there, look to the future and new energies you can hold. If you liked who you were in 2016, what energies about who you were in 2016 did you like? Did you like that you were more carefree? Did you like that you were more confident? Did you like that you were X, Y, and Z? And then embody those energies and bring them to the future, bring them forward, and bring them in your present moment as well. When these memories come up, when these inner child things come up, when maybe you get triggered by something and you focus on it and you hear it and it brings you back to this memory, don't stay there. All right, acknowledge the memory, acknowledge the moment, address it, see it for what it was, and then move forward and flow through. Okay. You also got number 25, break through to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Break through to new dimensions. You are the awakening, pile number 2. You are the awakening energy. There is a new energy about you. There is something new or big that is happening in your life, whether you are moving homes or you have moved homes, whether you are starting or have started a new career field. The reason I'm saying have or had is because I feel like some of you are already on this journey and some of you are about to begin it, and it's just so exciting and so beautiful. And when these journeys arise, when you're going through this journey, all I want to suggest to you and urge to you is that when these things surface, when these things do come up, again, allow yourself to see them from an outsider point of view, allow yourself to see them and view them, and then move through them. It's absolutely wonderful and beautiful, okay? Because again, I mentioned this in pile number 1, but when you go through, you know, inner child energy, when you go through things that happened as a kid, it really does affect your adult life. I don't know if anyone is watching the show Life and Beth. It is a very good show on Hulu. I'm just going to give a quick disclaimer. 2 things. 1, spoiler alert, skip ahead a minute. 2, it's a little bit of a triggering show. Like, it's very realistic. So nothing like crazy graphic or anything happens, but it's just very, very, very real. But a big part of that show is her awakening, her becoming of herself, her like learning how to be who she wants to be and allowing herself to do that. And I feel that same energy for you. Like, you're going through new transformations, you're going through new awakenings, you're going through new dimensions, and it's so beautiful and so brave. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. And even if these things do arise, if these thoughts, and you're like, dang, why do I have so many insecurities around this? Why am I so scared of losing money all of a sudden? Why am I, you know, scared of doing X, Y, and Z? Look at that and see if there was a moment in your childhood where somebody said something or did something to kind of make you feel that way. Acknowledge it, release it, say you no longer serve me, and say goodbye to that energy, okay? We're going to go in with the tarot now to see if we can get any greater clarification. As always, all the decks I use are going to be linked down below in the description for you. These are the Whispers of the Ocean. And then next we're going in with the Mermaid Tarot. I was feeling the watery vibes today, to be honest with you. All right, pile number 2, Spirit, what do we have to say for pile number 2? Please speak loudly to me, clearly, and through me for our inner child message. All right, let's see. Inner child message, pile number 2, blue celestite. What do we have to hear? Okay, let's see, Spirit. We got the Fool. Pile number 1 got this card as well. We also got the Empress. Talk about maternal freaking energy, okay? What else do we have to hear, Spirit? Pile number 2, blue celestite here. Pile number 2. Ooh, we got some flyers. We got some flyers. Okay, we got the World, we got the Moon. What is with all these majors, cuties? Y'all are major. Okay, if anybody watches How I Met Your Mother, or whoever has watched How I Met Your Mother, I just wanted to say major cutie. If anybody knows what that is, y'all are my people. Again, that show did not age well, and I'm not saying it did. There's so many things that needed to be rewritten, which is why How I Met Your Father is a great rendition of that show, okay? But totally off topic. All right, you guys got so many majors here. The Fool, the Empress, the World, and the Moon. And then we got King of Cups kind of pairing the end of this relationship here with the Fool card. If you are about to take this new journey in life, if you are about to take a new step forward, your inner child is saying, I am here with you. You've got this, and we can do this. All right, a big affirmation for you, pile number 2. I'm going to keep it open because I don't feel like it's the one yet. But a big one for you is, I can do this. I can do this. I'm already doing this, and I will do this. All right, because I see that you're wanting to grow. I see you're wanting to move, shift, transition into this new area in your life. And I also feel these fears. And again, those fears are valid. Don't put shame on those. All right, no, we don't do that here. All right, not to put shame on them, but just to address them and acknowledge them. And your inner child is urging you, encouraging you, lifting you up. And that's truly what I see. And I feel like they are raising you up and saying, hey, we can do this. All right, I literally visualize like a taller human and then a smaller human, like linking fingers and being like, together we go, together we do this. All right, so bring your inner child along with you on this journey. Make sure whatever you're going and doing, also you make time to and Woo, sorry, I'm glitching. Also, make sure you make time to engage with your inner child and do things that really bring them joy. Singing, dancing, being silly, being goofy, coloring, cooking, baking, puddle jumping, whatever makes you a lot of happy energy. What did I just say? Whatever makes you really happy, whatever brings about a lot of that high vibrational energy. Make sure you are also prioritizing that during this time. But Spirit is saying there's no need to worry. All right, take that leap of faith and I will catch you, is what Spirit and your inner child are saying. I really actually want to take that back. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying, and your inner child is like really encouraging you along the way. And then you got the Empress here, which is the most beautiful embodiment of the divine feminine energy. Divine feminine energy is all about nurturing, all about that maternal, you know, caring, like loving, kind energy. So if you have any kind of maternal wounds or any kind of maternal healing, definitely go listen to Chloe's video, because she is doing the higher mother reading of this portion. I mean, higher mother reading for our portions of the video. So that is definitely a great video to watch after this as well, because we are talking about the higher mother there. And the Empress is such a beautiful embodiment of a maternal energy. So this could be a very high vibrational maternal energy you had in your life, or you know what, maybe it's one that you've always craved. Maybe you've always craved this like nurturing, caring, wonderful mother that's just like, I got you, I care for you, I love you, and I'm here for you. And if you do crave that, again, know that you can give that to yourself as well. I know that sounds like a little bit messed up, but Spirit is saying like you deserve to allow yourself to kind of receive that energy. And it's actually a very beautiful thing when you can also remother yourself and re-nurture yourself. So definitely be sure to watch Chloe's video for freaking sure, because this is the second time we've seen another maternal energy pop up here. All right, but the Empress is also showing me that you are ready to take this step. You are ready to take this next step in your life, whatever it is, good of all, harm to none. You are ready to do this because Spirit is saying like this is going to bring about a whole new energy within you, an energy that maybe you never thought you could have before. You know, it's going to bring about a lot of peace and serenity, and I feel like harmony into your life. So very much be open to that and let Spirit kind of deliver that to you. It's interesting to me that you got the Fool in the World here. This is also showing me a very loud message of, again, we are talking about the inner child. The Fool represents the very first card in the major arcana, and the World represents the last card in the major arcana. So what this is showing me is that this is going to be a journey for you. You are going to go through a journey, and it's going to be one of awakenings, growth, identifications, all these new aspects of your life. And again, go with the flow, go with the motion of the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like, go with the flow of life and let it take you to where you need to go. But I am seeing like a inner child and then a grown-up version of yourself. And I feel like Spirit is just saying, don't forget me. Your inner child is saying, don't forget me. Don't forget who I am. Don't leave me behind. I love you. I want to go with you. I know that I carry some baggage. I know I carry some trauma, but don't forget me. It is a really loud message I'm getting from your inner child. Don't forget me as you're growing up. Don't forget me as you're going on this journey. Don't leave me behind. For some reason, Toy Story is coming to my head. And you know how Andy goes to college and leaves Buzz and Andy's the toy. What is the kid's name? Okay, you know how the son goes away to like college and leaves the toys behind, and it's like so sad for the toys? That's how I'm kind of feeling like your inner child might feel along this journey. So bring them with you, okay? Bring your inner child. It doesn't matter if, you know, you feel like, no, I'm a grown-up now, I don't need to do that. No, come on, all right? Allow your inner child to come out, because what is Toy Story really? What do those toys really represent is your childlike sense of self. And that's what Spirit is saying. Like, don't let those parts of you fall to the wayside, because it doesn't matter how, you know, age old you are, your child, your inner child is still there with you, and they want to be expressed throughout this journey as well. The World is also showing me, if you've been going through it a little bit, if you've been going through a hard time, that is also coming to an end and coming to a closure. And again, I want to just kind of talk about in the light of the full moon here, because we did get the moon as well. When we talk about in the light of the full moon, we are going to be, you know, either facing our fears or seeing our soul's true beauty. That can be a hard thing as well. So embrace the energy of flow. Loud message for you. The World represents flow, beginnings and endings, ebb and flow, starts then ends. You know, it's all about that something ends so a new beautiful cycle can begin. And the World is reminding you again to go in that flow of life. With the moon here, You did get it in the upright position. So Spirit is just really saying to y'all right now, pile number 2, as well as your inner child, but definitely like Spirit's just speaking loud for you. I don't know what to tell you, but your Spirit is saying right now, your Spirit in general is saying right now, when these thoughts do arise, let them be. When these thoughts do arise, let them be, let them see, and then let them flow, okay? Not shaming them, not being mad at them, not getting upset at them, identifying them for as they are, memories, maybe trauma, maybe, you know, things that have conditioned you to act a certain way in relationships or friendships or, you know, whatever it looks like, identifying those and then seeing them as they are and then healing and moving from those. Because the moon is going to bring about things, whether it's fears, whether it's desires, whether it's things you've always dreamed of or things you've never thought you could have. The moon brings about these things because it illuminates these parts of ourselves. Think about a full moon, okay? Think about a full moon, for example, and think about what many people do on a full moon. They do releasing, because a full moon is a beautiful time to release energy that does not serve you, release old thought patterns that do not serve you. And these are going to come from childhood, okay? Maybe something that you experienced in a childhood, maybe something you maybe not even experienced yourself, but watched another person go through, and you were like, I never want to go through that. I'm going to make sure I don't ever have to, so I'm going to live my life this way kind of vibe. Spirit is saying those thoughts are still going to arise, okay? And when they do, you can do a literal ceremony. Say something comes up and you identify that you've been letting yourself live a very resisted lifestyle because of what, you know, your mother has said to you. Maybe your mother always told you, oh, don't ever do that. Okay, you know what? Let's go. Let me just give a better example. Tangled, okay? The movie Tangled. Disney's loud with you, pile number 2. Don't know what it is, okay? But think about the movie Tangled. She thought her entire life, Rapunzel thought her entire life, that she was never allowed to leave her castle and that no one would ever like her and that she was always going to get hurt or attacked or abused because that's what her mother told her. And then she was able to identify that. Does it mean it's easy? No. And that's why I'm saying allow those feelings to surface, allow them to address, but then what do? Leave the freaking tower, okay? Find yourself, become who you have always meant to be, and heal that energy. So what you can do when these thoughts do arise, if you have like an epiphany and you're like, crap, I've been living so restricted because that's what my mom told me I was meant to do, and I like believed that for so long. You can write those feelings down on a piece of paper. You know, I am restricted, I am fear, I am, you know, leaving myself behind, like I'm doing all these things, and then burn the shiitake mushrooms out of it, okay? Burn, baby, burn. Safely, of course. Don't let smoky come for y'all. If you don't have an access to fire, rip it up, okay? Release that shit because it is not serving you. And a releasing ceremony is very loud for you, pile number 2, especially on the full moon. So maybe be aware of those thoughts and emotions as they come up in this next month. And then on the next full moon, do come some kind of releasement ceremony because you are ready to. You got all these majors here. Like you are ready to release what is not serving you and awaken the parts of yourself that maybe have been suppressed for too long because of these energies that have made you kind of feel that way as well. And then you got the King of Cups here, and I really feel like this relates to the breaking through to new dimensions because the King of Cups is a beautiful mastery of the divine and masculine and the divine feminine and really bringing those two together because the King of Cups is all about emotional mastery, right? It's not about allowing those, you know, fears, those thoughts and those worries to control us, but not also shaming them, acknowledging them for as they are, and then like I've been saying, move through them and move forward. And what is that going to do? Listen, bestie, when you are able to like identify your emotions but continue to kind of move through and not let them suck you down, you will break free, okay? You will break through to new dimensions. You will awaken to cosmic energies. You will awaken to new vibrational shifts, and it's going to push your life towards a very high vibrational new direction. And when this comes, when this happens, it's going to happen because you've been addressing all these things, because you've been identifying all of them. And I really do feel like this is something that maybe a lot of you have already started, is kind of looking at these things that have not been serving you and really working on releasing them. And to that, I say continue, okay? Because this is really, really and truly benefiting you. And then also with the King of Cups, allowing your inner child to come out to play and not putting shame on them, all right? Engaging with them, being silly with them, being goofy with them, but not letting that also run your entire life. Beautiful energy of balance, all right? Balance is so key here because allowing your inner child to come out does not mean that you act like a 2-year-old all of the time and throw tantrums constantly when you're upset. But it also, when you grow up, a lot of times we suppress our inner child to mean that we never let ourselves be silly or goofy or you know, what those things that our inner child like to do. So this is about finding that healthy balance. Jump in the puddles, dance in the rain, take some vitamin C so you don't get sick, color on the walls, you know, if that's allowed for you in your home, and then paint over it, whatever. Like, allow yourself to be silly, allow yourself to engage in the energy, and then also remember that where you started is different than where you are now. So it's also a beautiful thing to engage and acknowledge who you have become, who you are now as an adult, who you are now as this person who has grown, but not separating the two, because they are all one, right? Your inner child and who you are now are all one and the same. They are part of you. So acknowledging that and embracing that and finding that really healthy balance between the emotions. The next cards we're going to use today for you, pile number 2, are the Believe in Your Own Magic. Then we're going to get into a little bit of a book divination, and then we're going to do the bay leaf burning, all right? So let's go ahead and see for our beautiful pile number 2, Blue Celestite Spirit, what messages do we have to say? Stars, you can manifest your every wish. Number 5. I also love this because it's 2 children. I think they're like children. They look a little young to me. Literally daydreaming and dreaming about the stars and thinking up all these amazing things. So if a move or something is something that you want to have in your life and you don't have yet, Spirit is saying a way to help, okay, a way to manifest that into your life is by daydreaming, is by engaging with that inner child sense of joy and wonderment and thinking that, you know, there are fish in the sky, like whatever it looks like for you. Engage in that inner child energy, daydream, manifest, and use your inner child to help you manifest as well. Work with them. Again, if you have already started this move, Spirit is saying continue to go on this manifesting journey because you are unstoppable. Like, you are an unstoppable force of nature. You also got number 41, Sundress. Do it for you. Period. Do it for you. Loud message. I think it's really important to remember that when you are going along this journey of self-growth, discovery, moving out, you know, growing into a new space, moving into a new job, starting a new career field, whatever it looks like for you, getting out of bed today, you know, I want to address that too, because, you know, new adventures can be something, you know, that might seem small to other people but are huge for you, and those are just as worthy. If you got out of bed today, huge accomplishment. If you ate a full meal today, huge accomplishment. Like, these are all things to be acknowledged and to be celebrated as well. But when you're going about this journey, when you're going about this change, do this for you, not to prove it to somebody, okay? Not to prove it to your parents, like, haha, I could do this without you, I can do this without you, I am just gonna do it to prove you wrong, okay? Do this for you. If anybody has seen the show, My Hero Academia, we recently started watching it again, and I love that show, and I forgot how much I liked it, and I'm thinking of the energy of Todoroki, okay? Todoroki is a character on that show that his whole thing in the beginning is, spoiler alert, all right, is to kind of prove to his dad that he doesn't need him. He was doing it in spite of his dad. I'm going to do this to prove to him that I don't need him. When instead, he finally gets to a point where it's like, I'm doing this for me. Like, I don't need to do this for him. I don't need to prove myself or prove anything to him. Do it for you. Do it for me. Like, not for me, Olivia, but like, I'm saying it from the point of view of you. Like, do it for me. Do it for you. You deserve this. All right. Don't try to do this to prove somebody something. Don't try to do this to prove to your family that you didn't need them. Do this for you because you are deserving. All right. Any other messages for our beautiful pile number 2, Voyage? You already have all the answers. Number 34, definitely showing me that you may be on a literal move lately. I don't know what this is with the moving and the energy of moves. If that is resonating with you, you already have all the answers you need, okay? Everything you desire, all the answers you desire, they all lie within you. They all lie within your own energy. I know it can be very easy to want to explore external energies, to like learn, to grow, and to explore, and that is not bad in any way, shape, or form. I think it is a very beautiful thing to learn new energy, learn new ways of doing and thinking and being, and how to like explore those elements of other people to like really enhance your own mind. But right now, Spirit is saying all the questions you have can all be answered through one very simple practice, and it's listening to yourself, listening to your intuition, and listening to your inner child. Let them come out to play and listen to the guidance that they have to offer, because they have a lot of wisdom. For some reason, your inner child is super knowledgeable, super wise. So let them come out and let them play so you can learn from them as well. All the answers you seek lie within you. The last last card you got today is Feast. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Number 29, okay? Slow down and celebrate yourself. When you are going on this journey, it can be easy to just get caught up in the next thing, the next growth, the next big thing that you have. Like maybe it's a milestone for yourself, okay? It can be so easy to focus on the next milestone that when you meet the little accomplishments, we can kind of brush past them. Maybe your milestone is to move out of your old home and into a new one. It can be really easy to focus on the end result, be in a new home, be in a new home, be in a new home, be in a new home. And it can feel like all the little steps towards getting there are not valuable until you have that new home, but that's not true, is it? No, cutie, it's not, because all the little steps you take, applying for apartments, applying for a new home, getting rid of things that do not serve you, literally or metaphorically decluttering, getting into the headspace of ready to move, making those choices, making those steps, making those decisions, all of those are meant to be celebrated. All of those are valuable. They all lead you to your destination, right? They all lead you to where you're going. So don't forget to stop and smell the roses as you're going on this amazing journey through life, all right? Let's go ahead and pull a bay leaf for you here. This is my little jar for pile number 2, Spirit, pile number 2. All right. Oh, what a perfect bay leaf. This is a good one. All right, now I'm going to find a mantra or an affirmation for you. All right, honestly, the do it for you is what's really loud in my head, so it's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna be open while I'm writing this to other, things and thoughts coming to my head during this time. But for right now, that is what is coming to my head. Do it for you. And then on the back, I'm going to write, I can do this. Nope, not I can, I am. Okay, I am already doing it. Whatever it is for you, getting up in the next morning, putting on clothes, brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, getting a new job, moving to a new home, none are greater or lesser than the other. They are all incredibly, incredibly valuable. So I'm going to put this up here for now because we're about to do the book divination, and then we're going to hop into the bay leaf burning. So for the book divination, I was called to use Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell. Again, everything I use is going to be linked down below. All right, so pile number 2. Spirit, please let me know what we have to say for pile number 2. Give us any additional messages. Pile number 2. All right. Your treasure chest of gifts. You have more gifts than you could imagine. Thousands of them, all at your fingertips, just waiting to be unwrapped. The things that come naturally to you, the things you might not even notice because they are so innate, so inbuilt, so effortless, and so abundant. And then there are the gifts that somewhere along the way you began to doubt. The ones you chose to put in the closet, thinking that you might not be enough, but you are. You are more than enough. Just because you are not using your gifts right now doesn't mean they aren't there. The musician, the comic, the poet, and the dancer, the listener, the optimist, the cook, and the nurturer. The more you remember and claim these parts of you, the more effortlessly your authentic self will emerge. Your authentic self is bountiful. It's magic. They are the things that you love doing. They are the things that you love doing, many of which you probably already do for free. The things that people thank and compliment you for doing. The thing you can lose hours doing because it consumes you. And just because you're happy to do them for free doesn't mean you have to. You deserve to be rewarded for doing what brings you joy. In fact, it's increasingly becoming the most abundant way forward. In order to light up the world, we first need to acknowledge how much of a unique gift we are to it. It doesn't matter who you are, you have more gifts than there are minutes in the day. It is the wonderful mishmash of these gifts that make you, you. This may seem overwhelming and a bit uncomfortable, but it's true. As you recognize your gifts and the people around you begin to notice them too. And all of a sudden, you start to attract opportunities which bring these gifts into life. These are so beautiful. Don't squeeze your amazingness into a square box. Take all the space you need and spill over the sides. Yes, pile number 2, all right? So the way for you to find these gifts as well is to engage with your inner child. Engage with those messages that you love to hear as an inner child. If you liked reading fictional stories, this is something that I actually really enjoy doing. But for the last 5 years, I've been obsessed with only reading self-help books or mindful books like this one, because I thought that that was the only mature way to do things. I thought that that's what adults do, so that's what I did. But you know what? As a kid, I loved reading fiction books, and since 2022, I've already read 2 cover-to-cover fiction books that just bring me so much joy. If you liked reading fiction, do that. If you like playing video games, do that. If you like baking, do that. If you like, you know, all these things, do those things that bring you joy and bring you happiness, because these are your gifts. And even if those things aren't necessarily your gifts, they're going to lead you to identifying them and realizing what your gifts truly are. All right, follow the things that light you up and make you so happy inside pile number 2. I'm going to go ahead and clear the space and get the burn bowl ready, and then we're going to hop into the bay leaf burning. Alrighty, so the reason I like to do it on bay leaves, if you were like, Liv, what are you doing? Is because bay leaves are incredibly powerful for bringing something into fruition and bringing it into your reality. So what I'm going to do is, since we wrote it on here, I'm going to read it out loud for you and with you. And I would really suggest during this time you read it out loud with me as you're claiming it into your existence, as you're claiming this into your reality and claiming it into your life. I'm so sorry for bumping you. And then I'm going to blow all of that positive energy onto it, and then we're going to burn it, because when you burn it, it's like claiming that it's yours and accepting that it's yours and also giving it to the universe. All right. All right, pile number 2. Do it for you. Do it for you. Do this for you. I am already doing it. I am already doing it. I am already doing it. Thanks to you cuties in the comments who have seen me do this many times. You suggested I use tweezers so I don't burn myself, and I love that for you. Like, thank you so much for helping me. All right, so during this time, we're just gonna let it burn safely, of course. Okay, if you are going to do this at home, I would really recommend using a burn bowl like the one I have here. You can also do this outside. If you do it safely, don't let Smokey the Bear come for you. Okay, and always have water on hand in case anything gets out of hand. We're just gonna let this burn. I'm doing this for me, okay? Do it for me. Do it for, like, not me, Liv, but like the energy of doing this for me. I'm doing it for me. Do it for you. Do it for you. Do it for you, period. You are already doing it. You are already doing the dang thing. So be kind to yourself and gentle to yourself on this journey. And so it is, all right? And so it is. All right, while the embers start to finish burning on that one, pile number 2, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and that I really hope this resonated. Please, 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 please do not forget to go over and watch Chloe's video. It will be linked in my description if you are wanting to check it out. All right, she is going all into the higher mother energy, which is the counterpart of the inner child. So definitely be sure to go over and listen to that. And if you saw this one first, let her know I sent you, okay? Let her know I sent you, and share so much love her way. Thank you so much again, Chloe, for collaborating with me, and I'm so blessed and so grateful for honestly all of you listening to this. I adore you. I wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. Oh my gosh, I keep bumping you. It's all that energy. I also do accept private readings at www.marinatarot.com, and don't forget, for the entire month of March 2022, I'm offering 10% off all of my services using the coupon code GRATEFUL. On this channel, I do accept both tips and donations, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cashapp. And thanks to you cuties, that's not what I meant to say, because you cuties asked so much, I did end up opening back up my Amazon wish list, and then I am thankful. So like, I guess the thank you still made sense, but it kind of sounded like weird when I said it that way. But I did open up my Amazon wish list again. If you want to check it out, again, not required, not expected, not expecting you to go over there and get something, but because you asked, I answered, and I absolutely think it's a really fun way of allowing the giving and receiving energy to kind of be shared. So thank you so much, everyone who has given me a gift on there. It means the world to me, as well as those of you who have left a tip or donation. None of that stuff goes unacknowledged or unseen. So thank you, thank you, thank you endlessly. I love you and I adore you. If this did resonate, please do a comment down below and let me know. I love commenting with you. I love interacting with you, and commenting and subscribing helps me out a ton as a creator. So thank you so much, those of you who do comment. I love you. you are seen, you are heard, and you are so freaking valuable. All of you are. All of you. Even if you don't ever comment or subscribe, you're still valuable, seen, and heard, okay? I wanted to remind you to always show others love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I will see you cuties for my next video. Go be sure to watch Chloe's and let her know I sent you. Bye! All right, last and absolutely never in the least bit least, our beautiful pile number 3 with our green calcite stone here. And starting off our reading with the beautiful card you chose, which is number 49, be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. General theme of today's reading, I feel like in all the piles, to be honest, is not allowing our past to dictate our future, and that's a loud message for you. Don't allow your past to hold power over your future, all right? Something I always like to live by is the past does not control your future unless you give it the power to, period. I want to address this in the beginning because I keep forgetting. If you see the marker marks on my hands, that is because I have those from the last 2 piles because for some reason I can't write something without it getting on my hands. All right, but I forgot to mention this in the intro, that I am actually going to do a bay leaf burning with you, pile number 3, at the end of your reading with a positive affirmation excuse me, with a positive affirmation on this to really bring it into fruition. So I'm really opening up space during this reading and allowing my intuition to speak clearly into me and to kind of gain the affirmation that I think is going to be the most powerful for you. And then we're going to burn it at the end to bring it into reality. All right. So if you see marker marks on my hand, if you see ash all over the cloth, that is the reason why. All right. So I just want to get that out of the way before we start. But yes, being insightful and established, not letting your past hold you back. Again, not letting the past mistakes or anything that has happened to you in the past define your future, because to be honest with you, like I've been saying, the past does not define your future unless you give it the power to. And Spirit is really wanting you to remind yourself of that right now. If you went through a lot when you were a child, if you went through a lot from your inner child energy and that has really just kind of held an effect over you, it's time to release that. All right. I am someone who for years and years and years used what happened to me as a child as honestly, like, and I'm not saying this is you at all, but like just my own personal experience. I didn't realize until I realized it, but I think I was using it as a crutch as to not do certain things or as to get people to treat me certain ways and things like that. So I had some trauma and things like that in my childhood, and I would use those certain traumas as an excuse for me not to grow, as an excuse for me to act certain ways, as an excuse for me to respond to specific triggers. And Spirit was like, you got to get over that because that is not serving you. That is not blessing you, and it's not blessing your relationship. So it's time to move forward. And again, when we release those old hurts, those old wounds, those old traumas, it is not by any means saying that what happened was okay, that what happened was our fault, that we have to talk to that person ever again. Absolutely not. The whole point of releasing is to call your power back. Call your power and your energy back because you deserve to have it, and you deserve to have it back into your own space. And that's the whole point of forgiving and releasing. All right, so let's go ahead and get any additional messages here. We're starting off with the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. All the decks I used are going to be linked down below for you. So let's go ahead and see our beautiful, last but never in the least bit least, pile number 3 with our green our green calcite stone here. Spirit, what do we have to say? We are tuning into a message from our inner child messages. What do we need to hear? What energies do we need to be aware of? Spirit, please speak loudly to us, clearly, and through us. Change direction with ease. Number 5. This is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It's a time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Okay, so this is about, again, identifying those things that have maybe been holding you back and getting into the headspace of releasing, because big change lies ahead of you in a very good, positive way. Not change that you don't want, not change that's going to be bad, change that's really here to serve you. But before we allow that in, we have to first release what is not serving us. So it's time to kind of change directions. It's kind of time to shift your perspective, if you will, and it's going to happen with ease because you are ready for it. Okay, any other messages, Spirit? What else do we have to say for our final and beautiful pile number 3 with green calcite here? Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, this one fell. All right. the gift of neutrality, and then you also got this whale tail popping up here, total submersion. All right, I'm going to rearrange these so that they are more even, but first, I know that I only pulled 3 cards for everybody else, but I am being called to pull maybe a 5th card for you here as well. Any other cards for our beautiful pile number 3? I feel like 3s in all of my readings always get like the most. I don't know what that's about. I feel like they always get the most cards. Spirit just like saves the most for last, I guess. I don't know what that's about. Let's see, any other cards for a beautiful pile number 3. All right, and then the last card you got is number 50, which literally says childlike devotion. Adorable. We love to freaking see it. Let me rearrange these real quick. All right, number 32, total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. All right, we're talking about this new direction. We're talking about being as insightful and established. There is a lot of change happening for you, pile number 3. I get this urge and this energy that you're wanting to shift directions in your life. Maybe you're wanting to start a new job or a new career path. That's pretty loud for me and my brainium right now, so that could be definitely for you. And if it's not, you know the tea, take it and throw it away. All right, no worries at all. But there is this energy of change. You want to change your direction. You want to change where your life is currently headed, and your inner child's like, go for it, bestie, like go for it, do the dang thing. And when you're in that path and you're in this mindset, Spirit's saying don't half-ass it. All right, and I'm not saying you are. I want to be very clear with that. I am not saying you are half-assing it, but sometimes it's kind of easy to give something 30% of our energy, right? If we're not seeing immediate results, we're like, I'm gonna give you like 30% of my love and my time and my energy, and then I'm gonna go watch TV or whatever. And I was in that headspace for a really long time. Even like recently, the past 2 months, I feel like I've kind of been that way because I wasn't receiving in the way that I thought I should have. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna give this like 20% of me, but that's not really fair to your project, right? Because whatever you're going after, I really do feel like it's going to kind of bring about a new light within you. So if this is something that you like and you're passionate about and you're excited about, good of all, harm to none, give it 100% of your time. And not like, let me rephrase that. Give it 100% of your energy. And what I mean by that is I'm not saying to never sleep, never eat, never spend time with family, never spend time with friends. But when you are prioritizing it, so say for example, you're only able to truly give 4 hours of your day or even your week to this project, this new idea, make those 4 hours count. When you are in those 4 hours, give it 100% of you, not 50, not 60, not even 70%. Give it 100% of you when you are able to dedicate your time to it. Because let's be realistic, not a lot of us have the ability to just give 100% of our time to our goals and our dreams right now. But the time that you can give to it, give it your all during that moment, all right? Because it's going to bring about a lot of new awareness as well. You also got the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. Okay, balance, babe. That's what we were saying, right? When it talks about total submersion, I'm very aware and understand that sometimes it can be hard to, you know, hear something like, oh, just give it your all, like give it 100% of your time when you're like, Liv, I work a 9 to 5, I come home and I'm exhausted and I'm tired and I want to give it that energy. And that's understandable. So what I would suggest to you is like, take time for yourself first, take an hour to do something that brings you a lot of joy, watch your favorite show, watch your favorite movie, relax, eat your favorite food, whatever, but then dedicate time to it. And it's all about dedication, right? Like dedicating your time and energy towards your goals because they're going to pay off. All right. And this is another way of bringing about that energy of looking at something that really wants to like re-spark your life or re-spark your energy and get you excited again. And Spirit is really asking you, your inner child is really asking you right now to find that healthy balance. Balance is something that we all benefit from, but it's a very hard skill to master. I'm still trying to figure it out. I am really much an extremist type of girl. Like I am very extremist in my life. And I mean, I'm really not, but I feel like with energy, I kind of can be. I'm either like super structured and super rigid or like go with the freaking flow and, you know, like never work. Like it's just chaos. So I'm really working on finding a healthy balance in my life. So this is just something that you can work for as well. You can ask your inner child to help you find balance. And why is that beneficial? Is because for you, pile number 3, I feel like your biggest balance is going to be between, sorry, that's my watch. I think I'm having like notifications go off my phone and it's just making noises on my watch for some reason. But the biggest balance I feel like is going to be for you is going to be between, you know, putting your energy towards something and then putting energy towards yourself. I feel like you are probably someone that's actually really good about putting your energy towards projects, ideas, career, work, even family, giving things to others. But something that's hard to remember is to give back to yourself. Give back to yourself, spend time with yourself, and let your inner child roam free during those times. Let your inner child come out to play. Let them be silly. Let them be goofy, all right? Moving into childlike devotion. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. Be silly, be playful. You literally got childlike devotion. So find the balance between letting your inner child shine and then also being the mature, you know, grown person who you are now. We love both of them. They're all valid. They're all unique and they're all wonderful and they're all aspects of you, right? But it's not about giving, you know, 10% of your energy to your inner child or to yourself and then 90% to your work. It's about finding a little bit of a healthy balance in between those. And it's a very, very powerful skill. And again, one that I am still working very tirelessly to master and have not yet done. And that's okay. All right. We're growing, we're learning, we're changing, we're shifting. Definitely just be open to that energy of finding balance in many aspects of your life. Also, the next cards we're using are the mermaid tarot cards, but look how crazy these colors just like perfectly match this card. What the heck? All right, we're going to go in with the tarot to gain any extra additional information and insight that we need to hear. Whew. Pile number 3. Spirit, what do we have to say for our beautiful pile number 3 with our green calcite? Please speak loudly to me, clearly and through me. We're asking about our inner child. We're gaining energies from our inner child or energies that, you know, we're just kind of open right now. I feel like Spirit wants to kind of talk more about other things that are going on in your life, and we let Spirit freaking speak. So we're open, okay? The first card you got is the 6 of Pentacles. Generosity, babe. Okay, when you do start to see the success, I feel like I'm saying okay a lot, I'm sorry. When you do start to see the success, when you do start to go through this change, remember again to give along the way. This is where we're going back to the gift of neutrality. It's beautiful to devote yourself to a project, a passion, a dream. It's wonderful. But don't forget to also celebrate those alongside you. Don't forget to spend time with those who love you and care about you and support you. I've shared my story before about how when I first started doing Marina's Tarot here on YouTube and on my website, I was still working my regular job as an RBT, like a behavior tech, and I was still working my regular job, my regular scheduled job, while also trying to start up a YouTube. Well, I already have my YouTube channel, but it was starting to kind of get successful, so I also started to start up that and my website, and I really neglected pretty much everyone else in my life, and it made the people in my life feel really crappy and feel really neglected, and that's not the vibe, all right? And thankfully I have people in my life who are able to like come talk to me, and I work tirelessly. Like, I don't know why I keep saying that. I'm not tireless, but I work hard to create a safe space around me so that you can always tell me how you're feeling. But maybe that's hard for someone in your life to tell you, hey, I'm feeling neglected. Hey, I'm not feeling heard. I'm not feeling seen. All right. And that can happen when we start to really prioritize other parts of ourselves. And again, it's not about putting shame on that. It's just about finding that healthy balance between, yes, when you are giving it your time, give it 100% of you. All right. But don't forget to also schedule time for your loved ones, your friends, those around you, support within your community and things like that. All right. Also, if you're starting to become any kind of creator of some kind, if you're wanting to become a creator, if you are a creator, don't forget to give back to those in your community. Okay, it is a brutal community out here, and don't forget to like love and support and encourage those in your community as well. Do collaborations, all that good jazz. You've also got the 6 of Wands here. 6 might be a very powerful number for you, pile number 3. The 6 of Wands is all about V for victory. So this direction you're going to change is going to be one where people are really going to start recognizing your work, recognizing who you are and where you have come from, and just like really celebrating you. Just a message I'm being told is don't lose yourself. I don't know why that's so loud in my head. Don't lose yourself along this journey. I see a crap ton of success for you. To be honest, I see a lot of success. I see a lot of good fortune in your favor. And that's not even what I was trying to tune into here, but you know, spirit speak, spirit say, okay? But I definitely do see a lot of success for you, but just don't lose yourself along this journey. Don't lose your inner child along this journey. They want to come with you, so open that space for them to be there as well. And don't forget, like I was saying, to really prioritize those other energies in your life right now as well. All right, let's see. Spirit, any other messages for our beautiful pile number 3? Green calcite here. What else do we have to say? Any other messages? Any other messages? Let's see, Spirit. Ooh, okay. We also got the 4 of Swords here. And Justice. Literally, what was I talking about? Balance, babe. Balance, balance, balance. With the 4 of Swords here, you got this right above the be insightful and established. This is really important because the 4 of Swords is definitely about the card of rest and recovery. But in my opinion, it could also very much manifest in the energy of meditation, quiet time, time to yourself, time to sit and reflect on things and just kind of be present and be in the moment and really be insightful and really have that time to kind of go within, focus on your intuition, prioritize that intuition. So if you're feeling like you're having a hard time either connecting to your true self, your true voice, or even your inner child, spend some time in meditation is what my suggestion would be. Spend some time in meditation, connecting with them, connecting with you, and bringing about that balanced energy, okay? And the message I'm getting as well is, I don't want you to fear that if you rest, you're going to lose this. That's something that I really struggled with. And I just feel like I'm talking to like-minded people right now, which is why I keep referring to like my own past issues, because I really feel like I'm talking to people who are similar to who I was a while ago, and honestly who I still am, that has this fear around like, oh my gosh, but if I take a day off, if I don't post today, if I don't work today, if I don't do this and that, I'm going to be irreplaceable. Everyone's going to forget about me. Like no one's going to care about me, like all this stuff. And Spirit is saying no. Your inner child is saying no. You are deserving of rest. You are deserving of recovery. And honestly, if you keep going and if you keep pushing, you're going to get burnt out. And then guess what? You're going to have to take a whole week off instead of just a day. All right. So it's really about finding that balance as well, and really spending some time in meditation to connect with your inner child, connect to those inner parts of yourself. Even with the 6 of Pentacles, it's a lot of children in the image. If you can tell, it's all mer children being shown for examples here. So another message I'm giving is being generous with your inner child. What I mean by that is giving them more time to shine, giving them more time to actually take up space in your life. And what I mean by that is, like, I think oftentimes you hear inner child and you're like, okay, Liv, how the heck do I connect with that? Like, how do I do these things you're saying? What did you absolutely love doing as a child? Do more of that. Okay, good of all, harm to none. All right, did you like playing in mud? Do that more. Did you like playing with an easy bake oven? Do that more. Did you like coloring and coloring books? Do that more. And if you want to be adult about it, you can get an adult coloring book, or you can get a Disney princess coloring book, and we love that for you. Okay, there's no shame around our inner child. There's no judgment around our inner child, what they want to do, what they want to be, who they want to be. Let them roam free. If you just want to eat cereal and watch, you know, cartoons in your PJs, do it. Okay, like giving yourself the space and the time for that also to also be a priority in your life. With the Justice card here, I don't really want to be a broken record because we already got the neutrality card. So I just want to kind of just remind you that it's very important for you to find the balance now. Maybe you're in a little bit of a slow period right now and you're like, gosh, why are things so slow right now? And to be honest with you, Spirit is saying one of your gifts right now, like one of the reasons it's so slow, is so that you can find the healthy balance in the here and now. Because when things do pick up, which I really truly do believe that they will, you're already going to have that balance and you won't get overwhelmed. Okay. Any other messages for our beautiful pile number 3 with our green calcite here? You got the Ace of Pentacles right over childlike devotion. Okay, this is so beautiful. And you got all these little fishies swimming here with the fish here. So freaking cute, Spirit. Come on now. Adorable. Childlike devotion with the Ace of Pentacles being paired here is showing me that this is going to bring, when you allow yourself, when you devote yourself to your inner child, when you devote yourself to spending time with them, nourishing them, engaging with them, healing them, working with them, allowing them to have a voice, it's going to bring you so many new opportunities. Because I feel like when we grow up, we just like forget about those things about ourselves. We forget about our likes and our dislikes and our interests when we were a kid. We forget about the things that made us so unique and so special because we just kind of conformed to fit into a box. And what happens when you do that is we close off opportunities. But when you devote yourself to connect with your inner child, when you devote yourself to spend time with them, let them arise, let them awaken. When you allow yourself to do that, it's going to bring so many new opportunities that are going to not only lead you to awesome new connections, new possibilities, new jobs, new business deals, but abundance, like abundance. This is going to be abundance, and abundance doesn't just look like money, although yes, oftentimes it is represented in that way, but abundance could also be like the satisfaction and the fulfillment of allowing yourself to be who you've always wanted to be. All right. The next cards we're going to use today are the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle cards. As always, all the decks are going to be linked. I feel like I say that, but I just remind you. There goes my phone again. I'm so sorry. What is that? It must be like a weather notification or something. All right, let's go ahead and see, Spirit, what do you have to say for our beautiful pile number 3? These are the last cards we're going to use, and I'm going to do actually a little book divination for you, and then we're going to do our bay leaf. During this time, Spirit, please give me our affirmation for our beautiful pile number 3. Whew, I feel like pile number 3's affirmation is, I am deserving of balance. That's a loud message for you, okay? Any other cards for our beautiful pile number 3 here? Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself, period. Okay, can you see the bottom of this card here? Absolutely. Okay, number 29. Yes, please, period, equals the number 11. We love to see it. Slow down and celebrate yourself. Having that, what are we going to say? Balance, okay? Finding that balance. Again, it's beautiful to go after your dreams. It's beautiful to go after your goals. It's beautiful to devote your time, your energy, your love, your passions towards these things. It's magnificent. But don't forget to sniff and stop and smell the roses. Sniff and smell the roses. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses. Don't forget to celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Okay, no matter how small they seem to you, small steps lead to great big changes. All right, so celebrate those little small steps, even if it's just, you know, giving it your all for 2 hours today when you can. Put it towards your dreams, giving it your full attention, putting your phone away, and just like, or unless that's what you need to do for you, but like putting your distractions away and just really prioritizing on this for a little bit. Let yourself do that, and then celebrate that success. Whether it's posting your first video, that's something to celebrate. Even if one person sees it, that is still one person that never saw it before. You know what I'm saying? So celebrate all these successes along the way, and don't forget to celebrate yourself. What else do we have to say, Spirit? Library, take control of your own narrative, number 22. Very interesting, because we got that over the the intention card here as well. So if you were, when you were a child, if you felt like you were just kind of a puppet on the strings, just doing what everybody else always asked of you, just doing what everybody else always told you should do, your inner child is like, take back our story, okay? Take back our narrative. You no longer have to fall in line with what everybody else told you to do. Oh, you're only successful if you work a 9 to 5. You're only successful if you marry by this age. You're only successful if you have children. You're only successful if X, Y, and Z. You're only lovable if you identify as X, Y, and Z. You're only lovable if you practice the same religion as me. Okay? Spirit is saying you're ready to break free of that. You're ready to release that, because it is not serving you. And it is time for you to cut those strings and take back control of your own story. Take back control of your own narrative. You will be exactly who you want to be, because you deserve it. Take back control over your own life. No one has control over you. No one deserves to have control over you other than you, all right? Your choices, your actions, your thoughts, your opinions, those are all yours. They all compose to make your unique, glorious being. So let that be, let that shine, let that rise, okay? Let yourself feel that. That's power, babe. Let yourself feel that power. You are amazing. You are magnificent. You are glorious. And you deserve to take control back over your own story, your own life, and your own narrative. All right. And then you got actually a few more cards. Like I've been saying, you're getting the most right now. It is what it is. We love to freaking see it, okay? The next card you got is number 42, Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. And again, you got this by the Justice, and you got this by the Neutrality card. Find the balance, okay? Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out on an inner child date. One thing that I was doing a little while ago that I want to bring back this practice of was asking my wife, or asking myself, what is one thing you always wanted to do as a little kid that you were never able to do? One thing that she always wanted to do and never was able to do was parasailing. So we went to Mexico when we were on our honeymoon, and we made that happen, right? So what is one thing you've always wanted to do that you were never allowed to do because your parents always said no, or they didn't have the money, or they didn't have the time, or it just wasn't an option for you and your lifestyle, that you can give yourself now? And be gentle with what the answers are. Sometimes it's just having a coloring book. Sometimes it's getting an easy bake oven. For me, just because I don't think I ever went to one and I always wanted to, I want to go to like Sky Zone and go to like those jumping places and have so much fun and just jump like a crazy person and just like have fun with it. Maybe going on four-wheelers, like those kinds of things. I would love to go swimming with dolphins or whales one day. There's this thing in Mexico that I saw when I was there where you can go swimming with whale sharks like in the wild, so they're not even in captivity, which is like the best that there could possibly be. So take yourself out on a self-care day, but also take yourself out on a date that also nourishes your inner child would be my suggestion to you, since we are talking about our inner child right now. Whatever it looks like to you, going outside and playing imaginative play with the fairies and the squirrels and the birds and listening to them and communicating with them and being silly with them, because you deserve it. You also got number 42, which is ironic because that is the adverse of, or inverted version of 42, which is potion. Remember to practice self-love. Echoing on to the homeward card here, okay, practice that self-love. Dedicate your time and your energy to also putting an energy towards yourself. Like I've been saying, there's a beauty about putting your energy towards your work, your passions, your goals, and your dreams. But the most important relationship you're going to have is the one with yourself. So don't neglect that, all right? Don't neglect that. Prioritize your energy with yourself. Prioritize spending some time on self-care. Prioritize doing things your inner child always wanted to do. Just building those connections and building those relationships. I'm moving these all over because, believe it or not, you got another card here. Okay, the last card you got for today is Sword. Make the change, number 7. All right, you already are making this change. I feel the energy within you. I feel like you've already been going after these goals, these dreams, and these inspirations, and these things that you just have always wanted to do. And if you've had any doubts, any fears, or any worries, Spirit is saying don't, babe, because this is the right choice for you. You are already making the change. It is already the best one for you. And Spirit is saying don't worry. All right, don't worry. You did make the right choice. You are making the right choice. And if you're kind of going in between now, like, do I make this choice? Do I not make this change? Spirit is saying make the freaking change because you are deserving. Why can I not figure out how to line these up? I'm so sorry. I would fix them, but like I'm literally about to do the book divination. Okay, so the last thing before the bay leaf burning is we're going to do a little bit of book divination using Light is the New Black by Rebecca Campbell. So let's go ahead and see for our beautiful pile number 3. Spirit, what do we need to hear for our beautiful pile number 3? Okay, this one is pinned down, so I'm going to flatten it. I should have done that before because it happened for pile number 2 as well. Let's see. Okay, it brought me back. So maybe we do need to hear this. This is called double mission. Light workers have a double mission: to raise their consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. Light worker souls who aren't completely awake to this double mission or calling can have a niggling feeling that they can't quite shake. An odd, inexplicable knowing that there is something that they are forgetting to do and time is running out. Many lightworkers are scared of coming out of the spiritual closet and being seen. This may be because in the past, of past lives, or in this one, they have been rejected or punished for speaking their truth and rising up. Once awake, most lightworker souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. It's as if they innately know that there is much more to life and feel a constant nudge to surround them with this something more and get to work. They will remain restless until they step into their calling and follow what lights them up, which is to shine their authentic light in their own unique way. Many lightworkers confuse their calling with their job or profession. It's actually much simpler than that. Our soul is always calling. We follow our calling by following what lights us up. Before incarnating on this planet, you carefully chose your body, family, city, surroundings, and experiences to create a perfect environment. These conditions could have been fortunate or not so fortunate, but whatever they were chosen to give you the perfect experience to eventually light up the world in your own unique way. Okay, so we definitely have some light workers tuning into this reading today, which we love to see it. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to work your light. It's time for you to kind of come out of the spiritual closet and allow yourself to embrace the light that you always are, the light that you always have had, and the light that you have always had been, okay? And that message is also about really tuning in and understanding that you are deserving of showing your light. You are deserving of expressing your light as well. Definitely maybe go listen to pile number 1 if that's resonating with you, because pile number 1 was all about shining their light, okay? Let's go ahead and get an affirmation for you. All right. I'm getting a loud message for balance just because you got so many cards talking about that. So for you, I am going to say, I am in perfect balance. I am in perfect. I'm gonna go to the back. Balance and harmony is what's coming to my head. Balance and harmony. All right, so what I'm going to do real quick is clear off this space, get the burn bowl, and then we will burn your bay leaves together. Alrighty, so now we're going to go into the bay leaf portion of this video. So the reason I like to write these on bay leaves and then burn them is because bay leaves are so powerful for bringing something into your life and making it so. And when you burn it, it's like you're claiming it and claiming that it's yours and really saying to the universe, like, this is me, this is my reality, this is my existence. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to say it out loud 3 times while I hold this, and you can say this with me to really claim the energy to your own. And then I'm going to blow all of the love and intention into it, and then we're going to burn it, okay? I am in perfect balance and harmony. I am in perfect balance and harmony. I am in perfect balance and harmony. All right, and thanks to you cuties, many people, I shouldn't say somebody, it was like some buddies, told me one time to just use tweezers and to not burn myself. If you've seen any of my other bay leaf readings, I've accidentally like almost burned myself many of times. So we are using tweezers here today. So during this experience, you can repeat the mantra or the affirmation out loud. I am in perfect balance and harmony. While it burns, just know that it is coming into reality and into fruition. And so it is. Yes, please. And so it is. I'm in complete, perfect balance and harmony. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful stream of smoke. That was so pretty. Did y'all see that? While we let those final embers kind of burn out there, pile number 3, thank you so freaking much for watching this video. If it resonated, please leave a comment down below and let me know. And do not forget to go watch Chloe's video all about the higher mother and tune into her beautiful, glorious, amazing message over there as well. And if you saw this video first, let her know I sent y'all. Okay, I think that'd be fun. If you want to, you don't have to do anything, but if you would like to let her know I sent you, it would be great fun. But definitely go ahead and watch her video. If you don't know how to find it, it's going to be linked down below in my description for you so you can easily access it. Okay, I also wanted to let you know and remind you, I already told you, but I wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. I do also accept private readings at www.marinatarot.com. And don't forget, for the entire month of March of 2022, I am offering 10% off all of my services using the coupon code GRATEFUL. On this channel, I do accept both tips and donations, which are never expected nor required, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cashapp. And because you guys asked for it, I did go ahead and reopen up my Amazon wish list if you want to check it out. All the information is going to be under Liv's links in my description. All right, and I just want to give a disclaimer. I gave this for the other piles and I forgot. If you want to do a bay leaf burning ritual at home, just be very, very, very sure to do it safely. If you're going to do it indoors, use a burn bowl and always have water on hand. And if you're doing it outside, make sure it's not in a, windy area or a lot of woody area. All right, y'all know the tea. Don't let Smokey come for you. We stand Smokey the Bear in this household. Okay, so just be safe, please. Please be safe. Always, 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 always. Okay, pile number 3, I love you, I adore you, and I'm so happy you are here. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I will see you cuties for my next video. Don't forget to go watch Chloe's video, and I will see you next time. Bye.